Hello everyone, I am Melinda NailFanatic. This is our August 28th, 2017 Love, Peace, and Happiness Daily General Tarot. And so we're going to get into some messages for our general, which also includes our spiritual situation. Then we'll touch on our financial situation. And finally, we will discuss our romantic love life. So let's see, the messages for us. We're going to utilize first the custom words of clarity. And this is going to be an overall message that will cover all sections of the reading. Thank you all for the support that you've shown. I'm glad that there's something here that resonates with you and makes you want to look into what I'm talking about on a daily basis. I have such a wonderful following. Happiness and restriction. Are you restricting your happiness? Are you restricting yourself from happy situations? Are you restricting yourself from the awareness of the happiness that is currently available to you? And are you using your happiness to break through restrictions? Because you can. You can use your happiness to lift restrictions from yourself. And so if you feel restricted in some area of life, all you need to do is focus instead of on that where you feel restricted. You got to find something to get happy about. And I tell people, if all you have is one left sock and one right shoe, you better make those two things very important to you. And ladies, you have closets full of clothes and boxes full of makeup and jewelries and all types of weird things that you collect, knickknacks. Some of you are into your knickknacks, your collections. Gentlemen, you have sneakers, and some of you have hunting gear and tools, an abundance of something. Find an abundance of something in your life. And if you can't find anything to be happy about, let me just tell you, you should be happy that you have consciousness and life that allows you to even consider the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. Because there are a lot of people that are, one, not alive, two, not alive and consciously able to understand, receive, or even think about the words that I'm talking about, because their mind doesn't work in that way. You can be grateful and thankful for the breath that flows through your lungs, and the fact that if the entire planet took a breath at the same time, there would still be oxygen left enough for everyone else to do it all over again, and then some. You can think about the fact that you don't have to command your blood to pump through your veins or your heart to make that happen. It happens automatically. Those are things to be grateful for. If you can't find anything in your specific life to be grateful for the creation that you are, and focus in a way of gratitude and find something to be happy about. If there's something that makes you happy, I feel that you've been keeping yourself from it for somebody. 7 pies. 7 pies. Pies always make me think of Men in Black 3, because they would eat pie to get their mind in an allowing state to see solutions. And so I'm seeing that there are divine solutions, with the number 7 representing divinity for me and the divine completeness. There are solutions available, and the 9 of kites has been coming out a lot lately in readings that I've done utilizing this flashcard deck. And the 9 of kites for me is about allowing your thoughts to fly free, allowing your imagination to be a key to help you see the places where happiness lives for you, and to help you see the creation of life as you would like to. So let me get into some tarot messages now that we've got those general, all-encompassing messages. We'll use this deck here to get our spiritual situation, best course of action, and target that we're being brought to. So what is the situation, Lord Source God, for our highest, lightest, and brightest good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lesser Sky. Make us aware of the situation. Thank you for making us aware of the situation as we face it today, August 28th, 2017. This one. We have 8, dedicated effort. You are painting a picture. You are building something with your focus. You are building something that you continue to speak towards and act towards and live towards. Is it the picture you want to see? Because if what your words, thoughts, and energy is supporting works against your happiness, it's time to start painting the picture of your happiness with your thoughts, your words, the way you choose your music, the way you choose your words, the way you choose your breath, the way you choose your company, the way you choose your activity. Let's see what is the best course of action for our highest, lightest, and brightest good. We have the best course of action is the challenging times. This is the 5 of Wands. This says, as our best course of action, that we are to move forward through the conflicts by painting the picture of our life the way we would like to see it, with dedicated effort. We can sit up here and complain about what we don't know and what we don't experience and what we don't have, or we can sit up here and begin to paint the picture that as we would like to see it, starting with what we do have and what we do know and what we do love. And sometimes the challenge is such that you're going to have to go even lower before you can rise up, because you just won't allow yourself to see the blessings that are in front of you in the beautiful picture that's being painted. I'm hearing about the blessings in disguise. I'm being reminded how they always offer up a surprise. What is the target, Love Source God, regarding spirituality for us right now? I feel that with this challenging times, we're really being we're really being brought to some spiritual change and transformation that is a real challenge. And so I do feel that some of the emotions we're dealing with, some of the thoughts we're having right now, they're really conflicting, they're really challenging. We really don't understand why it's so frustrating, why we're so irritated, why everything seems to be so upsetting. And it's because we are being brought to be in touch with our higher self. We're being put in this situation where we're going through spiritual transformation, so that we can get in touch with that higher part of ourself. That was always the aim of all the challenge that we were going through, that we are experiencing. And to confirm that, the underlying support is card number 13, Release, which is the Death card, which is the card of transformation, saying you are going through this transformation, so go with the transformation, knowing you are always blessed and protected. And what do you want your life to look like? This is a chance for you to get in touch with yourself, with what you would like your life to look like. Hear music that reflects that energy. See movies that reflect that vibration. Be around individuals or places where that energy is available and being emitted. Let's get into our money message. We're going to bring back a deck that I have not used with you in a while for our money message for today. I have such a broad scope of view of the cards, so I wanted to use some of the larger cards to show, and so we'll use this deck for our money message today. Show us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord God, for showing us. Okay, start over. Excuse me, guys. I am not taking the 20 cards that just fell over. Rather, thank you, thank you, thank you, love source God, for showing us a message regarding our financial flow for today. What is the situation today regarding our financial flow? This one. Situation is the 9 of Wands. Regarding financial flow, the 9 of Wands says it's important right now that you recognize the importance of others' contributions. If you're receiving some financial support, it's important for you to recognize their contributions. Also, I'm feeling that it's important for you to honor yourself and not allow yourself to be chopped up into so many pieces that it becomes burdensome and that it feels like there's none left for you financially. You have to excuse me. You gonna lay on Granny's bed. You come on Granny's bed and lay down with your cup. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So financially, got a lot going on financially, feeling like everybody's getting a piece of your pie. Is there anything left for me? What is the best course of action? Nope. Nope. What's the best course of action? Love source God. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing the best course of action in finances. The moon. Shh. The moon, as the best course of action, is saying, get back, Princeton. Don't touch a table. You guys get back.
I'll pick a card.
No, you can't pick a card. You need to be quiet. Granny's recording right now. Says your intuition is showing what you need to know. It's time for you to really rely on it. Shh. Princeton, be quiet. For somebody, I feel that the financial burden is coming through taking too much liberties with, be quiet, taking too much liberties with alcoholic beverages, social activities, and trying to keep up with your friends, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Where is all this taking us to? A Wheel of Fortune. This is happening because it's time for an end to this situation, and it's going to get to the point to where you've had enough, so you will stop. And this is going to happen with your willing cooperation, or it could end up as a knockdown, drag out with the universe if you choose to allow it to go that way. The underlying support that you have regarding this finances at this time is the King of Wands. This says you're very charismatic and you know what to do. And when you take action, everybody wants to know what you're doing. I feel that if you're a business person, the business is doing well. And so it's about staying focused on the success that you have and not being distracted by trying to party with your friends and keep up with their playing and all of that. Okay, children, excuse me, guys. You need to go into your room. Go now. Go to your room now. Go and close my door. Get out and close my door. And so sometime you, like you just heard me, may have to speak strongly for yourself. Of course, that was with the children. But you may have to speak strongly for yourself with your friends or your family members, because it seems like everybody's trying to take a piece of your pie. And in your intuition, you're saying to yourself, this don't feel right. I don't like this. I don't like how this feels. I don't think that it's fair. I don't think that I should have to be the one to constantly pick up and take up for you. And that's what I'm hearing from myself. And so now it's about honoring that part of your emotional system. And yes, you've done it a lot in the past, but it's time to bring that to an end. Because the other part of this is, as you pick up for this person and for these people that are dipping into your finances, you're enabling them to continue a course of action that's not beneficial to them. It's just not beneficial to them. And you enable that by allowing the situation to persist. I want to go ahead and get into our romantic situation messages for today. Also, a friend of mine pointed out that the words just read straight across with these cards are very powerful, and they really are. Because if you look at today, it says dedicated effort, challenging times, just breathe and release. Dedicated effort. You've been working hard on something. You're in challenging times. Just breathe and release. I did a client consultation, and that was a big theme of it. It's like you're going through all of these emotions and situations, and you're actually, there's something is actually current within those situations. However, some of the energy, some of the frustration and the challenge that you're feeling is residual from the past. And you can sit up here and continue to complain about what has happened in the past, about what's not fair and what didn't work out, and boo-hoo me, and they did me wrong, and they don't, and they take advantage, and they use me and abuse me and all that stuff. But it's going to keep you in the challenging time if you choose to do that. When you're done whining and complaining about what's not fair, about what you've been through, then you can start finding a way to just get in touch with you, with what you have left, which is the foundation of what you're building. And from that place, you can move forward and release anything that is holding you back from being that abundant love and light that you are, because you are abundant love and light. And holding on to all of this boo-hoo me, oh, and nothing ever works out for me. People always do bad to me. Everybody want to take advantage from me, and everybody does me wrong, and I'm such a good person, and they're always bad to me. Oh, please get over it. Do you think you're the only one that's gone through that? You chose the people that were in your life. Own it. And make a new choice. But if you keep staying in that poor me, pity me, oh, life is so hard for me, everything's so fucked up for me, nothing ever works out for me, guess what? You're perpetuating the situation. It's your fault. It's continuing. You will stay going around and around and around and around that circle until you're ready to get off. Universe says this is an opportunity to get off of that situation. But you got to take that chance. You got to be bold and brave enough to quit boo-hooing, getting up on my comments and talking junk about all this negative stuff, that has no bearing on right now other than the fact that you keep bringing it up. Let that shit go. Quit breathing it. Quit breathing life into it. Because every time you breathe it, that's what you're doing. You're breathing life into it. You want this situation to change? Quit breathing life into the shit you don't want and start breathing life into the life that feels like living. What feels like living? If you don't know, you probably need to get out of your house, get off of YouTube, and go find out. Because life is for living. And the minute you stop living it, you start dying inside. I'll tell you that much. And even if you were dying inside and you make a new choice to start living it, you start bringing things back to life. You start bringing your soul back to life. You start bringing yourself back to life. And that's all your soul is ever calling you towards. That's why it says just breathe. Get in touch with that soul self part of you. Because I'm calling you to what feels good. I'm calling you to what you've been wanting. I'm calling you to your dreams. But I can't bring you there if you choose to continue to stay focused on the shit that does not serve you. The shit that hurts because it's time to leave it alone. Stop going there. And if you're going to get up on my channel and put some comments, you better find something good to put up there. Because I'm going to tell you now, if I catch that mess on here, I'm going to let it out again. Because that message is in damn near every reading I do. That message is there. Because that's the energy on this planet today. It's not just about you or me or Susie or Ben or Jimmy or Tom or Sally or Lucy or Mary. It's about the whole planet. There's a planet full of people, and so many of them have taken to just bitching and complaining about what the hell they don't like, that they forgot to look at their happiness. They forgot to investigate what makes me happy. They forgot that life was supposed to be happy, that happiness is your divine right. That's what you're being brought to. Visualization is what's underneath this restriction. Why? Because all you're choosing to look at is the restriction. The moment you stop, you don't even have to be able to imagine a beautiful life for yourself. So maybe you have no imagination. Maybe you're not creative at all. You don't even have to be able to imagine this happiness. All you got to do is stop perpetuating the ugliness. Stop perpetuating that hurtful feeling. Stop talking about it. Stop thinking about it. Stop messaging about it. Stop texting about it. Stop going on Facebook about it. Stop reading other people's stories about it. Stop watching movies about it. Stop listening to the same old love song. Oh my God. If it's not bringing you up, it's bringing you down. Yes, ma'am. Paint the story the way you want it to be. Because that's what you're doing all day long anyways. But you've been doing it by default, on accident, sloppily. It's time to apply some deliberateness to the way you're painting this story in your life. It is time to take some responsibility for the words that are coming out of your mouth, for the thoughts that are protruding from your mind, from the things that you allow yourself to focus on. Are you sitting up there reading tragic love stories all the time? Are you sitting up there reading about how folks are broke and sick and ailing? Or are you sitting up there looking for life's blessings? Are you looking at the love story? Are you looking at the real life magic that's happening today? Are you watching things that uplift you? Or are you watching things that bring you down? That is your choice. That is your power. This is what you're doing every day. Make a new choice if you don't like where you're at. And if you refuse to make a new choice, the only one to blame is you, yourself, for choosing to stay the same. Because it is always and always was your choice. The only thing around you that can make the choice of how you feel and how you view this world is you. Understand, it's you. If you're around negative people, who's the one that allows themselves to be there? That's you. If you hear negative things, who's the person that puts himself in the position to hear it? That's you. So, because most of you have chosen to own yourself and the effort you're putting into your life, instead of taking the easy path is, I'm going to let it be everyone else's fault, what's happening to me, boo-hoo. Instead of that, you chose to take your power and utilize it to paint your life. And you go through any challenge saying, challenges only exist to show me how fucking awesome I am. I said fucking. Yes, I did. If you don't like it, this might not be the channel for you. And to get through all challenges, all I have to do is connect to my higher, lighter, and brighter self, which is always there to support me and guide me by recognizing how I feel and getting rid of all the shit that does not serve me, releasing it, and owning the power in my life. And because I'm doing that now, I am taming my beast within. I am embracing the strength and the happiness that I yell forth from my mouth. Happiness is what I speak of. And this reflects in my romantic situation, because just like the strength card is the Leo, which is the entertainer, the charismatic, the happy-go-lucky, the class clown, Mr. Talented, the spotlight shines on you because you radiate light. You are the sun, my Leo. The sun is an energy of happiness. And so, whether you are single or coupled, the energy radiating in your romantic affairs today is that self-power and that happiness. And what is our best course of action in this situation? Another major arcana, the Lovers card, called Love, major arcana 6. Our best course of action is find a reason to love. Find a reason to love. More importantly, find a reason to love within. To love thyself. These are the same characters. Find the reason to give that love within. And in doing that, you attract the energy of one that attracts the external love. If you're not in love within, you won't be loved from the other. And as you speak it out, it is. So, if you don't know how to love yourself, speak out. I may not yet know how to fully love myself, but today I make a choice to be willing to learn. So I call out to this universe, to God, to love, source, to humanity, to this planet, to all things in existence, to show me how to love myself, that I might be the great attractor of that love. Because where you're being brought to is a situation where you can love freely in action with another, the Queen of Water. So I see a situation here as well with the Ace of Fire as the underlining support, with the new beginning, the new passionate beginning here of a fire, a brand new fire being ignited. Whether that situation is an ongoing, continual relationship, there's a new fire being ignited, or a new relationship. It's both possible. We have here the energy of the Leo. We have the energy of the Gemini. We have here the energy of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. and fire. Leo, Aries, Sag. Happiness is where you line up with this. Happiness is where you find this bliss. You're at a new place, releasing the old things. You got to use that fire within so you can see what it brings. Things feel challenging, but there's things you don't yet know. Getting in touch with yourself is where that intuition does grow. And it brings the release of things karmic, of things overdue for releasing because they've done nothing but restrict you. The 7 pies are in your sky, which says pay attention to the direction of your mind's eye. Because the universe holds for you within its hand happiness that's right there for you and at your command. But if you choose to stay stuck in the challenge, then don't be mad, because you can only stay stuck for so long before you drown. And that is your choice, and that is an option. However, you can utilize the challenge to show you how fucking awesome you are. Get in touch with what you really are. Allow your emotions to guide you. Release the old shit that does not serve you. Grab onto the new stuff. Be your bold, bright, beautiful self. Radiate that joy energy. Find anything to get happy about. And this is all I have for you today. I gotta go see what's up with my babies. They're out there making all a bunch of noise again, guys. I absolutely love the part of me that aligns with you. And for personal consultations and other information, my website has all the details that you require at lphtarot.com. That's lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.